YouTube channel. I'm happy to have you on this channel today where I teach you how to make money both online and offline. In this video today, in this live stream, I want to welcome you powerfully. And what I want to talk about is how to attract wealth if you grew up broke. If you grew up and you are broke when you grew up, how are you going to attract wealth? That is what I want to be sharing with you in this live stream. Many people have some mindsets that have kept them broke and kept them in poverty and in penury. And how can you break off from that mindset that is keeping you broke? That is what we are actually interested in looking at in this live stream. There are many sayings in our local settings or even outside our local settings that prevent us from going after wealth. We're going to be looking at some of those sayings and be cracking the code and be seeing what we can do to be able to escape from them. Please, if you're a first timer on this channel, I want you to subscribe. If you're an old timer, I want you to also share the link of this video with other people so that your friends and family members can know that I am live and direct right away. Now, back to what I'm saying. We are looking at how you can attract wealth, no matter your past beliefs about money. The anchor statement I want to make is that you don't attract wealth with desire alone. So just desiring wealth alone does not attract wealth. You attract it by upgrading your belief. Your belief, your mindset must change. You upgrade your habit also and upgrade your identity. And then money cannot respond to that. So let me just take it in a clean and clear way that you don't attract wealth with desire alone. You attract wealth by upgrading your beliefs, your habits, and identity that money responds to. The step number one I want to talk about is understanding why past money beliefs don't disqualify you. Your past money beliefs does not disqualify you. And why do I say that? Many people think that money is evil. And that is a past belief. And that does not disqualify you if you can learn today and change that belief. Many believe that money is evil. Many believe that rich people are greedy. Rich people are greedy. That's another belief. Many people believe that people like me don't get rich. That is not true. People like me get rich very well. Dangote has one head. $10 has just one head like my own. So if they can make it, I also can make it. Some other people also have this past belief that I am bad with money. They believe that they are bad with money. Say this clearly to yourself. My past thoughts about money are not causes. They were conditioning. So your past thoughts about money are not causes. They are things that condition you to not having money. And how does all these beliefs you're talking about, how did they come? These beliefs you're talking about came by, number one, parents. The way our parents said, what our parents told us, and what our parents believed in, it's rubbed also on us and it affected us. It also came through religion, misinterpretation, and not the truth. Sometimes they say that money is the root of all evil. No, money is not the root of all evil. It is, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. But some people will come up and say money is the root of all evil. It's not money. It is the love of money. Then you also have society. So some of the beliefs you have about money came from society. And then they are wrong. Some of them also come from our own trauma and our own lack of money that make us to say this is what money is or this is what money is not. Wealth doesn't ask where you are coming from. It asks who you are becoming. So wealth does not bother about where you're coming from. Wealth bothers about who you are becoming. Now let's look at step number two, which is reframe money. What wealth actually is. So number one we have looked at is you understand why past money beliefs don't disqualify you. So all those beliefs about money, they don't disqualify you. Now, the second thing you want to look at is reframe money. What wealth actually is. Wealth is not cash first. So cash is not wealth. Wealth is value creation. When you create value, the money will flow towards that value and then you become something. Wealth is problem solving. When you solve a problem for somebody, then the person pays you and the person gives you money in return. So when I said problem solving, you look at the problem people have anywhere around you. major problem, minor problem, and seek ways to solve it so that people will come to you to get a solution. Wealth also is skill leverage. You have a skill, you can drive and you can move the aeroplane, you can move a private jet, you can move a train, you can move a bus, you can move a car, you can move a taxi. That is a skill. You can teach people like I'm doing. That is a skill. I earn my money from teaching. I teach in a university. I've earned money by teaching people in primary school, secondary school. Currently, I'm earning money by teaching people in university. Now, that is a skill. Another thing is trust at scale. So that is another thing you can leverage on. Wealth is trust at scale. So the level at you can trust you will determine the amount of money that they can put in your hand to take care of, and from there you also can get benefits from them legally. Now, money is a reward system. It flows toward usefulness, not desperation. So don't be desperate to make money. Instead, be desperate to be useful. Then, when you become useful, money is going to flow to you. Once you are able to do that, guilt about wealth begins to dissolve. Now, step number 3 in this subject matter is that you need to shift our identity. The identity shift. Money follows identity. Money does not just stay and follow just anybody. Money follows identity. So the identity that you give to money is what money is going to follow. Now, you don't get rich and then think differently. You think differently, then money catches up with you. Many people that teach people how to make money said, go and read books. Because when you read books, those books are going to open your mind. And then you are still the same person, but you are saying different things because of the information you have gathered from those books. Just like watching this video or seeing this video right away or later on, what is going to happen to you is that if you really pay attention, you are going to be thinking differently about money because you don't get rich and then think differently. You think differently, then money catches up with you, money comes to you. Wealth identifies the following. Wealthy identities are as follows. Number 1, take responsibility. Stop blaming your government, blaming your father, blaming your mother, blaming everyone without looking inward at yourself. Instead, look inward at yourself and think of what you can do. Another thing is that you have to learn continuously. Don't just learn and stop. Continuous learning is very, very important. Then delay pressure. Sometimes delay pleasure. Sometimes you get money that you can use for business or that you can use for a kind of enjoyment. So instead of using it for enjoyment, use it for more business so that your capital can increase and your capacity to invest and to make more money can be increased. And by so doing, you can build up and have what to leverage on to expand. That is what I mean by delay pressure. That is another wealthy identities. Then another wealthy identity is that you have to track your results. If you are moving onto the wealthy place, where were you in 2020? Where were you in 2021? Where are you in 2022? Where were you in 2023? Where were you in 2024? Where are you in 2025? Where are you now in 2026? Or any other time you are seeing this video, where are you? And where are you in the path? And where are you going? So you have to track your results because you are making some moves, you are making some adjustments. You need to track everything. Then you don't need to think short term. I've seen many people that are not only able to make money, they think short term. You have to think long term. I had a friend who was put in charge of a property. Then he called an agent and asked the agent to manage it. Do you know that the agent, they attend the same church, he collected the money from the property, he did some mismanagement, and then he left the church, he left his office, he left everywhere, he disappeared. Whereas if he had managed that place very well, he would have been given more and he would have gotten his reputation. It has remained, more businesses will open for him. People will recommend him for business, but now nobody will recommend him for business again because he has spoiled everything along the way. So you have to think long term. What that person was trying to do, he was thinking short term, and that short term caught up with him. Now, poor identities, not poor people. Poor identities blame systems only. They blame systems. Those who have poor identity, they blame systems. Then they also avoid numbers. They say, no, me, I'm not good with numbers. Well, if you are not good with numbers, well, why can't you be talking about business and about money? Then they fear growth. They don't want to grow. Just want to be where they are. Just say, no, I'm okay here, I'm okay here. Those people have poor identities. Then they seek comfort first. When you seek comfort first, you're not able to make good money. This, what I'm saying is not judgment. This is a pattern recognition. When you recognize the pattern, it will help you to know how to correct it as you move on. You don't attract wealth with desire alone, as I've said before. You attract it by upgrading the beliefs, habits, and identity that money responds to. Now, let's talk about cleaning your inner money language. Clean your inner money language. You need to clean your inner money language if you are going to be able to attract money and attract wealth. What what does this mean? What you say about money matters. Some people say to themselves they cannot be rich, they cannot do this, they cannot do that, they cannot afford it, they cannot afford it. When they say, I cannot, they can't afford it, instead of doing that, you cannot afford it, change that language to, how can I afford it? How can I do this? I cannot do this. When you say that, your subconscious mind will start giving you suggestions on how to go about it, and you should follow one or two of those steps, you are going to achieve and actualize it. So replace I can't afford it with how can I afford it, like I said. Replace money is hard with money responds to skill. Replace I'm unlucky. Replace it with what can I learn? You see, I just finished one of the live stream where I talk about enduring pain of training, and then you become great, you become successful. Many people don't want to endure the pain of training for 2 years to learn a skill, for 6 months to learn a skill. They just want to 1 day, 2 days, and then they want to get. If it's so anything that is that easy, many people will be in it, and you dilute the remuneration that you can get from it. But the more tedious the task is, the more tedious the training is to get that skill, the more you have the opportunity if you go into the training. Because many people will avoid the training. So if you can go into that training, you will see that you're one of the people that can be able to leverage and be able to succeed at it and be able to offer that service and have that skill. So instead of saying I am unlucky, you ask yourself, what can I learn? And what you learn is going to help you. Your brain obeys languages. Change the commands, and then you're going to change the outcome. So your brain has languages that you speak to it and it obeys it. So stop speaking languages that are derogatory or obstructive to your brain. Speak positively to your brain, and your brain is going to step up, and then you are going to have a different outcome from now. Now, build value before you chase money. On this channel, I teach you how to make money. But money does not come with that. You have to chase, you have to build value. Money moves towards value. So if you are not valuable, money will run away from you. People will not offer you any money. But if you are a person of value, you have a service to render, you have a goods to sell, and people need that service or that goods, they're going to part with the money, and then you're going to make a profit, and then you're going to help money. This is where people get it wrong. Wealth doesn't respond to prayers alone. In Nigeria and in some part of Africa and in some cultures, they pray. They say everything depends on God. A man of God said, any faith that leaves everything directly in the hand of God is a useless faith. It's a stupid faith. It's a nonsense faith. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. If you have faith and there's no work with it, you don't work at it, you say that's a dead faith. Maybe that's why we have the name the living faith. They don't want their faith to be dead, they want their faith to live. And that man that is in the living faith, he said, he came into the ministry and he said, if others are doing, he is going to do it full time, devote more time to it, just like what I'm saying. He gave all the time to it. He said, if they don't succeed, he's going to succeed. And eventually it became a success. So wealth doesn't respond to prayers alone. Wealth doesn't respond to hustle alone. Wealth doesn't respond to positive thinking alone. Just thinking positively, or praying or hustling. Wealth doesn't respond to that alone. It responds to it, but not alone. Now, what does wealth respond to? Wealth responds to rare skills skills that are scarce. That if you say, who can do this work for us? They say, we don't know how to do it too. Before you get somebody, then you go, then you get the person. It is the amount the person charges that they are going to pay because it is rare. So the person have the opportunity to mention, to name his own skill, to name his price. So money responds to rare skills. Money responds to, or wealth responds to scalable solution that you can scale. That is what wealth responds to. Then wealth responds to consistent output, not just a one-time output, consistent. Let's take for instance that you are the only person selling food in a particular town, or selling provisions in a particular town, or selling car tires in a particular town, or selling anything in a particular town. Maybe even selling clothes in a particular town. You know, people wear clothes a lot. Children, adults, men, women, teenagers, youth, old, everybody, they wear different kind of clothes. So if you're the only one selling clothes in that place, for example, and then you open your shop at day one, and then day two, you don't open your shop. Day three, you don't open your shop. So when they want to buy, they are looking for you. They can't find you. So they will not mind going far away to go and look for where they can buy. And then after some time, if you keep opening your shop on and off, they look for you, they can't find you. They will say, okay, instead of waiting for this person, let's go to that place. So before you know it, that person will bring his own business close by, and then they will start patronizing. So consistency is important if you're going to be wealthy. So if you open your shop today, you open it tomorrow, you open it next tomorrow. Even on weekends, you open your shop, even on Sundays, you can say that if you call me on Sunday, I can come and open my shop. I travel to the advanced country and I see that they have 24-hour policy. They don't close Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They don't close. Whether in the morning, whether in the afternoon, the shop is never closed. The shop is never on break. The shop is never shut down. Always working. In the midnight, go there, they're working 3 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. The shops, the malls are open. And then all through the day. And then, whether it's Sunday or Monday or wherever, the malls are open. And that is consistent output. So people will trust you. People know that they are always open. Anytime they need something, they can go to that place. Now, a creator building an audience. If you're a creator online, maybe on YouTube or TikTok or on Facebook, you're building an audience. You have to be consistent. The audience today may not respond. They will respond tomorrow. They will not respond tomorrow. They will not respond throughout this year. They will respond next year. So you have to in building an audience, you have to be consistent, you have to have rescues, and you have to have scalable. Then a trader mastering risk. If you're a trader mastering risk, you have to follow odds. Then a farmer improving yield has to follow rescues, scalable solution, consistent output. A teacher packaging knowledge has to be consistent, scalable, and all this. When your value increases, money has no choice but to follow. When your value increases, money has no choice but to follow. You know, I see in some offices of deans of faculties some years ago, then I see that they put television in the office of the personal office of the dean and the general office. Then I look at it, why? This dean have been busy studying. He has studied, become a professor, now he's a dean. Now, during that time I was studying, he was not bothered about television. Now he became a dean, they put television in his office without he asking for it. He has everywhere we thought to put it there. Then once in a while, you can see what is happening in the international scene and other things. So these are some of the things that we see. So when your value increases, money has no choice but to follow you. So focus on increasing your value. Now, you need to handle money emotionally before it comes. Handle money emotionally before it comes. Many people repel money unconsciously. How do they repel money? Number one, because of fear of responsibility. They are afraid of responsibility. And money flows to responsibility. I'm talking about the dean now. When you become a dean, the official car may also come with it. And then all those other privileges. But you have to take leadership. You have reached a particular higher position. Then fear of visibility is another one. Why many people repel money unconsciously. They are afraid of visibility. Somebody said if you are poor today in the world, because you're in the internet era now, you are in the social media era now, and then you are poor, and then you say you are shy. The person said if you are poor, you cannot also be shy. So if you are poor, you have to show your face. Presidents of nations, they are still tweeting, they are still on social media giving information. In fact, some information people get from presidents, from different people, it is through their tweets. How much more you, who are you, that you are going to go to say you are shy, you don't want to be on social media. So also fear of visibility and fear of loss. When you fear loss, you are not going to be able to make money. You are going to repel money unconsciously. Now, what does wealth require? Wealth requires, number one, emotional stability. You have to be emotionally stable to be able to make wealth. Then ability to delay gratification. Don't get money now and just eat it up. You have to be able to delay it and hold it for some time. During that time, you can make it to compound, or you can control where the money is going at that time. and then you can think of the money and where you can push it to. Now, another thing which direct will require is, apart from delayed gratification, emotional stability, is calm decision making. You have to be calm in your decision making. You don't have to be calm. You have to be jumping and be struggling. Money does not respond to just struggling for struggling's sake. Calm decision making. Now, if money came today, would your character know how to hold it? If money came visiting today, is your character going to know how to hold it? Think about that. Now let's go to step number 7. Create systems, don't create wishes. Create systems. Create systems. Somebody said you create trap for money. I had some people that started the school some years ago, and then they said they were struggling and doing other things. Then they said now they have trapped money, they have created a trap for money. They created a trap for money, they started a school on a busy road. And then when people are passing, they bring their children to the school, they get taught, and then they pay the person that taught them. So it's a way to trap money. So you have to create systems, not wishes. So when they started the school, they created a system where people will come. It's like a trap. It's a system. So wealth is systematic. Systems include income streams, something that brings you income. That is part of what wealth includes. Wealth also include skill improvement schedules. You have to have plan for more training, plan to increase your skill, plan to scale up and not to scale down. Then wealth also include systems also include budgeting and tracking your budget. Don't just spend anyhow. If possible, have an accountant or an account clerk that will help you to manage your thing. Even have an auditor. At the end of the year, the auditor can look at you and advise you on your personal and your family account or your business account also. Then you have to have systems for investing plans. Then you have to have system for content or business pipelines. All these things are going to help your business or help you to become wealthy. Log visits systems more often than chaos. Log will visit system, and when the log visit system, you see that the system, then the log and the opportunity will visit system more than visit chaos. So where there's no system, there's a chaotic environment. Log and wealth will not visit. So have systems in place so that when luck visits, it can be able to have a place to stay. You don't attract wealth with desire alone. You attract it by upgrading the beliefs, habits, and identity that money responds to. So what does money respond to? Those things I've already mentioned, skill and other things, you improve on them. You learn a new skill. Then you go for more training. Then you do other things that is going to attract money. Let's look at step number 7. Consistency is the real attraction law. Consistency is the real attraction law. I give you an example of the man who opened the shop, but does not always open the shop. Customers eventually will go elsewhere, whether it is far or near, to buy. So the universe doesn't reward motivation, it rewards consistency. The universe doesn't reward motivation, it rewards consistency. In the last video I mentioned different people that were motivated. They kept on being motivated. They kept on staying where they are until they made it. I gave an example of Thomas Edison. I gave an example of Michael Phelps. I gave an example of Usain Bolt and many others. The training process was not a joking process, but they kept on. And then they underwent the training process and they became very superstars that money got attracted to. So the universe doesn't reward motivation, it rewards consistency. Now, small actions done repeatedly. That is what we mean by consistency. Like, for example, learning daily. There's a time I advised on this channel that just 10 minutes per day. Just plan that, okay, you want to learn AI, for example. Just learn it 10 minutes today. Do it 10 minutes tomorrow. Do it 10 minutes. 10 minutes looks small. And then just 10 minutes per day, 10 minutes per day, 10 minutes per day. Before you know it, you will have learned a lot and you become skillful. So small actions done repeatedly, that's what we call consistency. Learning daily needs consistency. Showing up online requires consistency. Saving weekly or monthly or as you decide requires consistency. Improving monthly requires consistency. This is how wealth compounds quietly. So you will now see just daily. By the end of a month or a quarter, you will see that you have accumulated more opportunities than you have ever done before. And then you can target and you can be sure of the next quarter or the next month or the next half of the year. Now, let's look at step number 9, real examples that we can look at, and we're going to be brief. People who grew up poor but became wealthy. We have many of them around us. We have many of them in social media. We have many of them in history. They grew up poor and then they became wealthy through these principles I've outlined. Some went to school, became accountants, and then they got a job, and then that landed them. Some went to play football, and then nobody can dribble like them. Then they got hired abroad. Some did this and that, and then they made it. People grew up poor and became wealthy. Then immigrants who built from zero. We have people that traveled abroad and they did a lot of things. They built from zero. Many Nigerians, many Africans, many Asians, they travel to USA, they travel to Canada, they travel to America, they travel to United Kingdom, and they build from zero. Then we have entrepreneurs who failed multiple times. We have entrepreneurs who fail multiple times, and entrepreneurs are risk takers, and they fail sometimes, then they wake up, they stand up again, and they keep going, and eventually we hear of their name today. Then creators who were ignored for years, we have them too. We have many creators, even Mr. Beast. He said the first 100 videos he did, they were bullshit. He didn't get it, but now he's the best YouTuber in the world. You know, I have to tie it back to this principle, and the principle is that their money change when their thinking habits and patience changed. All these people I've mentioned, their money change when their thinking habits and their patience change. So what is your thinking habit and what is your patience? Is your thinking habit going to change, or is it going to be the same thing? That you are going to say, oh, money is not meant for you. That kind of thinking habit is not going to attract money. Or you're going to be thinking, I cannot afford it. Instead of saying I cannot afford it, ask the question, how can I afford it? And many others like that. So these people I've mentioned, their money changed when their thinking, habits, and patience change. Now let's look at step number 10, which is going to be the final truth. And I'm going to close here. Wealth is not attracted by who you are, but by who you are becoming consistently. So what training are you looking at going into? What training, what skill, what are you bringing to the table? Like some men will ask the women that what are they bringing to the table? What are you also bringing to the table to attract wealth even if you grew up broke? Are you coming with the mindset that you have before, or you are coming with a new mindset that it is possible, possibility mindset, working mindset, workability mindset, and skill development mindset? If that is the mindset you are coming to for money and wealth to flow to you, then you are going to achieve it. So this is how to attract wealth even if you grew up broke. Follow these steps and you are not going to miss it. My name is Dr. Olumide. I'm your host on this YouTube channel. On this channel, I teach you how to make money both online and offline. And I make a boast to say, if you come into this channel every day for 3 to 6 months and you take action based on what I've shared with you on this channel, your life is not going to be the same again. But if your life remains the same after 3 to 6 months, that means I'm not sent to you. But I am sure and certain that I am sent to you, and that is why I am sure your life is going to change. So until I come your way again tomorrow, I have other videos lined up on my channel, which I want you to go ahead and watch. And if you check them out, you are going to be glad you did. Until I come your way in the next live stream, bye-bye and have a good one.